Alright, I'm writing a paper on cloud computing for a class in information technology. So the first thing I would do would be to open up an internet browser and then Google. If I didn't know what cloud computing was, I would Google cloud computing. Let that take place. Alright, maybe I'll try a different internet browser. I will try Chrome instead. Okay, it seems to like Chrome better. Alright, so I will just type into Google Cloud Computing. And then the first place I usually look is Wikipedia. And then I'll read about, or just kind of scan the Wikipedia article about cloud computing. And then once I figure out what I find is an interesting statement, I will usually just go back to Google and then try to find sources that will match what Wikipedia says, and then determine if those sources are, if I deem them credible or not. If it's something like an IEEE article, then I would take it more seriously than some kid's website about the cloud. So this first one here, IBM Cloud Computing, I would look at this because IBM is an established company in the IT industry. And then I would figure out what their definition is of cloud computing, and I would compare it to what Wikipedia says. However, in this case, since it is IBM, I would go with IBM's definition over Wikipedia, because then I'd be able to cite that as a credible source, whereas most educational people do not take Wikipedia as a source, because it is a crowdsourced database. So this here is telling me about public, private, and hybrid clouds, and it doesn't seem to offer me anywhere else to go. Oh, it does. So I can read more about public clouds. Or private clouds or hybrid clouds. I would be interested in a private cloud to, for say, if I am trying to keep all of my own personal information in a cloud. Oh, hello. No, go away. I got a pop-up from Windows. Yeah, I did. Alright. And then I'll save that source in the tab, and I'll just go back to Google in a different tab. And then do it again. Or if I wanted to be more specific, since I said that I was more interested in the private cloud, I would type private cloud and go from there. So there's Webopedia and Interroot. Webopedia is a different definition site. Here's a website offering private cloud services, and I could read into what I wanted and see, like I could tell or write in my paper that this is a service here that Amazon provides, and what they provide in the service. And then in the paper, if I were to compare and contrast the private cloud to a hybrid cloud, which is a combination of public and private, I would look more into hybrid cloud as well. And I'm skipping over the Wikipedia and like the some so and so for dummies websites because I'd rather at this point get a website of a company that I know is an established information technology company. And now here on the first page, I have run out of places to find an actual established company that I know of. So I'm going to go onto the VMware one, which is what is a company that I know of that makes virtual machine software, but is not necessarily a cloud computing website. I'll let this load. However, you can access virtual machines via the cloud, so maybe I should take it more seriously. So I'd look through here and figure out what I would like to use in the paper, and then I would also, since there wasn't very much information here, this also has things about private cloud. I would look into that as well. I will go back to this hybrid cloud search and actually go to that dummies website to see what they say about it, since there wasn't other information on at least the first page. Something with IT related topics is that since IT is always changing, on websites like this, which I don't trust as much as, say, an IBM or an Amazon, I will try to find the date in which this web page was last updated. See if I can find that. There's a copyright 2014 here. So it was at least updated in 2014. But let's see if I can find the actual day that this was, or month at least. See if I can find that in the page source info. They don't seem to have commented when the page was made. What about page info? That doesn't mention it either. Well, at least I know it's in 2014, so it's at least somewhat recent. It could have been yesterday, it could have been 12 months ago. So if I were to be doing this research, say, on a computer that's not mine, like this one, and I wanted to save all these links, I would either copy and paste the URL into an email, or just send them to myself, like on Facebook. But since I don't want to open up my personal email or my personal Facebook, I'm not going to do that. Once I got enough, or what I deemed was enough information to start forming my paper, I would need to make a bibliography, since it is a and a paper that would need references. So usually what I use is Citation Machine, which is an older website, but I still trust it because I haven't actually ever looked into these newer ones such as EasyBib or BibMe. So I'll Google Citation Machine because it's got a weird website name. Or well, it did. It used to be Son of Citation Machine something. And then say it's MLA, and then we'll go to website. So let's cite this first one with IBM. I will. Okay, well, it's asking me for the URL, so maybe it's easier than it used to be. Let's go to there and just paste that in. Or not. There we go, search. Okay, it's trying something. Select. Let's see that these match that. Here's what we found. Article name, article title. Could not find the publisher or the publication date. Let's see if we can find those really fast. I'm assuming that the publisher would be IBM as a company, and it doesn't give a publication date on this page. So that's fine. So I will continue and see if I can add that publication date in, or publication person. Yep, publisher. I'll say IBM. Display URL. Yes. And I'd make the citation, and then after it's generated, right here, I would copy and paste it into my paper that I would usually be writing in a Word document, and I got an ad, go away. And then I would close out a Citation Machine to prevent ads. Let's see. While I'm looking around on this Wikipedia site, I found a link to the hybrid cloud, which is just a division down the page, and I can read about this, and then I can try to find a similar division about a private cloud. Yep. So I would see. Ooh. Windows doesn't like me today. Would see the difference that Wikipedia makes between them, and then I would compare and contrast that to what I have found in these other tabs. And then if I find something different in the Wikipedia from the other tabs, and I think that it's a valid point, and if it's cited with the little number inline citation, I would follow the site and see what it looks like, except I'm not going to leave that. I'm going to open it in a new tab so I can save all of my sources. So this website looks like a blog style website, and I would need to figure out what all else this site does. Oh, except I don't want to do that. So is that me done?